Nature doesn't follow the rules. It creates them. Alpacas live where most animals couldn't survive. High in the mountains, the air is thin and oxygen levels are far lower than at sea level. In these conditions, delivering enough oxygen to the body is critical, and this is where alpacas show a remarkable adaptation. Their blood contains a special form of hemoglobin with a higher affinity for oxygen. This allows them to capture oxygen in the lungs even when oxygen pressure is low, keeping blood oxygen levels close to normal. At the same time, oxygen is released efficiently to the tissues at levels comparable to the human body. This balance remains stable even under chronic oxygen deprivation. Adult alpacas also retain elevated levels of fetal hemoglobin and enhanced red blood cell function. Together, these traits make them highly resistant to hypoxia. That's why alpacas don't just survive in the mountains, they remain active and resilient in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The archerfish hunts insects that live above the water. It knocks them down by shooting a precise jet of water from below the surface. This technique is far from simple. To succeed, the fish must solve a complex physical problem. Light coming from an insect bends as it enters the water. Because of this refraction, the target appears in the wrong position when seen from below. The archerfish automatically compensates for this distortion. It adjusts its aim based on the viewing angle and the distance to the prey. But vision isn't the only challenge. The water jet itself curves as it moves, following a parabolic path under gravity. The fish accounts for this as well, choosing the right angle and force for each shot. Accuracy comes from a mix of innate neural programming and learning through experience. With practice, archerfish can hit insects on the first attempt from distances of up to 2 meters. The Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard on Earth and the last true dragon still walking the planet. Its hunting strategy is not based on speed or raw strength, but on patience and biological weaponry. Using its highly sensitive tongue, the Komodo dragon detects prey by scent, tracking it from distances of several kilometers. The approach is silent and deliberate. The dragon may wait for hours in ambush along animal trails, perfectly still. When the moment comes, it strikes with a short burst of speed and delivers a single bite. Then it retreats and waits. The secret lies in its venom. Glands in the lower jaw produce toxins with anticoagulant and blood pressure lowering effects. After the bite, the victim's blood no longer clots. Blood pressure drops, shock sets in, and the prey gradually weakens over hours or even days. The Komodo dragon follows the scent trail, conserving energy while the venom does its work. This bite and wait strategy allows it to bring down animals far larger than itself while minimizing risk and avoiding direct combat. The Alpine ibex lives on the steep mountain slopes of the Alps at altitudes of up to 3,000 meters. For this animal, vertical rock faces are not obstacles. They are part of its everyday terrain. The secret lies in the structure of its hooves. They are soft and split, with a sharp outer edge and a flexible pad that grips the rock. When a hoof makes contact, it spreads outward, creating strong traction even on the smallest ledges. This allows the ibex to stand and move on slopes steeper than 60 degrees, where a single slip could be fatal. Its body is also built for balance. The center of mass is shifted forward, helping it stay stable on near vertical surfaces. Heavier males rarely climb the most extreme routes. Females and younger ibexes use them to reach salt and minerals on rock faces. This ability helps them avoid predators and access resources unavailable to other grazing animals. The Alaskan wood frog survives winter where most animals could not, on the ground beneath fallen leaves and snow as temperatures drop far below freezing. Its body can freeze almost completely. Up to 70% of its internal water turns into ice. During this state, the frog's heart stops beating and breathing and blood circulation shut down. Ice forms between cells and around vital organs, but not inside the cells. At the same time, the liver releases large amounts of glucose into the bloodstream. This glucose acts as a natural antifreeze, protecting cells from dehydration and internal ice damage. When spring arrives, the frog thaws from the inside out. The heart restarts first, followed by the brain and muscles. This adaptation allows the species to survive winters lasting up to 8 months and begin breeding early, even when water is still partly frozen. It is one of the clearest examples of cryotolerance among vertebrates. Adaptivity is the only constant in the living world. It allows life to thrive in extreme environments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.